Do you guys know the Article of Faith song yet?
Yeah.
What is it?
Number 12.
Yes.
We believe.
We believe in being subject to kings, presidents, rulers, magistrates, in obeying, honoring, and sustaining the law.
Yeah, sorry, but you smell.
Let me try to find it real quick.
No, you need to change your shirt. Shorts on backwards? Yes, they are. I have no idea what you're filming right now. It might be the ceiling.
No, it's not.
No.
And being subject to kings, presidents, rulers, and magistrates, in obeying, honoring, and sustaining the law.
I'm sorry, but you smell.
Go change your shirt really fast. One. If you want to go to story time today, you gotta do this. We'll just keep singing the song really fast. He just heard himself. We're gonna end our morning routine with that because Shane just heard him. Not Shane, Ira just heard himself. So we'll see you guys later. Good morning. We're gonna be going to story time here probably in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm watching Shane. His brother keeps trying to help him, and I think eventually he's going to help him right on off the couch. It makes me nervous, but I can't keep being a helicopter mom with him and like racing in and stopping him like he needs. It's not a super far distance off the couch. I know this sounds horrible. Not a super far distance from off the couch. But Ira. But he's got to learn how to do things safely, and probably to learn the hard way how to do these things. But I wanted to just kind of show you a vlog that I'm watching. It's called The Glass Posse or Glass Posse. And I actually know her. And Chris knows her. We actually grew up kind of in the same area, and she's a year older than Chris. So that means she's like 7, 8 years older than me. But I remember growing up wanting to be exactly like her. And I I don't remember why I decided to look her up yesterday to see if she had a vlog. I knew she sang, and I knew that she does acting stuff in New York and stuff like that, but I don't know what prompted me. Sorry. I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Me too.
So I've been watching her today,
Closer.
and
No, you don't. Go, Amelia. Good, that's good. No crazy eyes.
so sorry.
This is just, here we go.
So I'm excited to see that I found her.
Everybody stand up. Now everybody stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Now everybody stomp your feet. Come on and stomp your feet. Now everybody wave hello. Wave hello. Wave hello. Now everybody wave hello. Come on and wave hello. 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 I'm fine. I'm fine. And I hope that you are too. One more time. Hello and how are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. And I hope that you are too. Very good.
Yeah, sure. That was fun, said Buddy. And didn't you like playing swimming with us? Yeah, that was a blast. Didn't you like going to the carnival with us? Sure, until I got dizzy. Well, then you can't eat us. Why not?
Now we need to wiggle our bodies. Bodies are wiggling, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bodies are wiggling, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle your body. Feet are tapping, tap, tap, tap. Tap,
You're
tap,
fine.
tap. Tap, tap, tap. Feet are tapping, tap, tap, tap. Tap your feet.
You see how I lay down with my eyes? And then I told! You did that! See how I lay down? Well, it's going to be cold. It's cold. Okay. It's so cold. Dad, are you doing the splashing? Too cold. Cold. That really cold, guys. Look at my double click. Big cold. Look, see my double click. Ah. So cold. So cold.
Well, if you're cold, you can lay down in the little sunny spot and just be like, warm up.
Yeah.
Just lay in the grass in the sun.
No. And you know here.
No, that's Daddy's spot.
Guess what? I don't want to jump. I'm fine.
And I missed that on the camera.
Pull up your pants.
Okay. That was fun.
That was pretty funny.
Okay, I do a jump and splash. Jump and splash. Put on a really big splash. Oh no!
Okay, you guys. So, I was trying to be a responsible person and do what I'm told and pull out the weeds in my rocks, which is the grass as well. And for all those grass things, there's like spiders' webs and stuff all over in there. I'm not going back over there, Chris. They're kind of by where Cole is. They're close to like the... Anyway, I was pulling up the grass and all of a sudden like 10 little spiders start crawling all around. I'm like, ah! It is now Chris's job to weed, not mine. I won't do it. I need to find a way to kill all the spiders in the rocks. Usually I don't mind spiders like outside because that's where they belong. But when I have to pull the weeds and they're like trying to crawl up on me, we got issues. We got major issues. Cecily? When you come.
What was that?
I will warn you and don't go into the rocks. There's lots of spiders. I know you're scared of them. We're like Ronald Weasley. And they're gigantic. Actually, they're not really. They're like teeny tiny. But they're scary. They're black. They're scary. Here's Chris. Told them to try to drown them out. Hey everyone. So, it's that time of night. Just wanted to let you know I did get one slide done. Chris and I watched a little bit of TV and we were watching, I think I mentioned to you guys this morning how I found this YouTube channel, and it has this girl named Christy in it, and Chris and I both knew her way back when. Only she's a year older than Chris, and like I said, I remember growing up thinking I want to be just like her, just like her. But we were watching this like Father's Day one. Chris, you should tell them what it was about.
Oh, that was the Father's Day one?
Yeah, it was it wasn't from this past Father's Day. I think it was from like last year.
The part that was funny?
Yeah, the part that was funny. What were they talking about?
So her dad was watching some video of his daughter, I guess.
And I think it's his son's video, Sam.
Or,
Sam's the
okay, so
son.
his daughter-in-law.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's pregnant and she went into the doctor and the doctor was saying that the doctor might strip her membranes. And so they started talking about what that is. Because I don't know if Christy's dad knew what that was.
He was like, that sounds painful.
Which he used to be a dentist, so I don't know if he would know what that is or not with his schooling. But so Christy was explaining it, and yeah, it was just funny. We'll just go like this.
It's like laying flat on the table with your panties down, your legs spread eagle, and somebody sticks a finger up your orifice and does this. It was really funny. Like I said, it's definitely bedtime. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do tomorrow. The kids asked to go back to the library tomorrow, so we'll see.
You did?
They did. They want to go back at 2 o'clock because there's an activity at the library.
Oh.
They're gonna make minions or something like that.
Oh, that's probably why. I'm surprised they asked to go back to the library with how you described story time.
Yeah, you guys I did video of story time.
Our whole 9 subscribers.
It was.
If Amy said she videoed story time
Some of it.
today, and we videoed story time from Provo. We'll just leave it at that.
It's. I felt that Cole was sitting there, and I think you might be able to kind of see this in the video.
You guys
the
can-
kids were sitting
you
there,
guys can
and they were
deduce.
just kind of staring like, this is story time.
Our kids or all the kids?
Our kids. I mean, they sat there and they were very respectful and everything like that, but it was like, this is story time. They like took it legit, that story time, and they read like 5 books. And they had a lot of like little kids, and the books weren't really geared towards little kids, and so they were having a hard time captivating their
They were
audience.
very literal about story time.
Yeah. And I was talking to a bunch of moms when Chris was putting the kids to bed. I went outside with Shane, and I was talking to a bunch of moms. And one lady who lives across the street, she's like, "Yeah, I brought my son there a couple times." She's like, "I am not impressed with their story time." And I was supposed to go with another mom that lives down the street, and she forgot, so she didn't come. And she's like, "How was it?" And I was like, "I wasn't all that impressed." And I was like, and I explained why, and she's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't that good." But yeah, the boys want to go back tomorrow. 1, for the activity. 2, because they have cool computers there, and they have a lot. That's one thing this library does have more of than the one in Provo. The one in Provo only had like 2 kid computer things. This one has.
Not 2 there.
This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Because it like goes like around a corner, kind of a thing.
But do they have iPads?
I did not see any iPads. It's a small town library. Like when your entire library is in like 1 room area, it's a small town library. It really is a weird layout. Like, yeah, it's a weird old building. It's okay, because we love it here. So yeah, we're gonna go to bed. Good night, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.